So one of my favorite parts of the Ireland trip as a whole is when we kind of branch out to these other places. And we started doing this thing where we go to a town called Kilkenny.
So we have an early call time and everyone's getting on the buses to head to Kilkenny just for the entire day. And I didn't really know what it was gonna be, but on the bus we got to hang out with Chad Prather, the comedian.
And he sat with the All-Stars and the veterans, and I mean, he just had us cracking up the whole way with all of his stories. I mean, that guy is just truly funny. I'm so glad that he was a part of this tour as well.
One of my favorite parts about the Texas Red Dirt Pub Crawl is the day that we do in Kilkenny. I think it's the most beautiful sightseeing. Everyone is so sweet and accommodating, wants to make us feel at home.
Kilkenny is absolutely my favorite place in Ireland. The town is so quaint with little shops and fun sights to go see. There's a castle right in the middle of town that is just amazing to tour.
Today is day 2. We are in Kilkenny, Ireland. We're gonna go meet its mayor, do some cool stuff there, and then we're gonna start our first rounds of concerts at Billy Burns and at this really awesome historical theater. And it's really exciting and cool, and everybody really likes to touch our hats over here, so we'll see how it goes.
Is it cold? I thought Dublin was gonna have beaches.
We're in Kilkenny and we're about to meet the mayor.
One of the things that we get to do is take everyone to meet the Lord Mayor, who then comes to the shows. He enjoys our music so much.
And we headed to the Kilkenny Castle. They had a couple news crews out there and magazine publications there taking photos. And it was really cool to see the Lord Mayor, and he had this awesome chain on and he flips it over himself.
Like slow motion, I actually got a cool video. $150,000 chain is what I was told from somebody here.
1, 2, 3.
And that great Irish accent, you know.
How are you?
Hello!
You're looking great.
You're looking great.
This is Martin Brett, who's the mayor of Kilkenny.
How are you?
Good, sir.
You're pretty much.
It was just awesome. We all took this group photo, held our big Texas flag, but he took the time to hang out with the veterans as well, shake everybody's hand. We got a great picture with our Operation Rock the Troops flag, and
He came up and wanted to be a part of our group. He came and stood next to like the veterans for our big group picture. I think he can tell that there was a little bit more of a seriousness about like our side. So he came up and cracked jokes and put his big gold chain on to make us laugh and stuff. So I think he was a really cool, down-to-earth, very accommodating guy.
we were able to thank the Lord Mayor of Kilkenny, and we gave him a bottle of Texas Ranger whiskey and Rebecca Creek whiskey. And it was really cool to, you know, Ireland is known for their whiskey, but here we are from Texas giving them some of the best Texas whiskey. It was pretty cool. That was a good moment.
All right, we're in Kilkenny today. We're gonna head to Billy Burns and watch some awesome live music here shortly. We had a picture with the mayor and something that strangely resembled a castle. And now we're walking around getting some money exchanged and enjoying the scenery.
Before the first show at Billy Burns in Kilkenny, you know, a lot of the veterans and I, we kind of like took to the streets because the town is so beautiful. There's churches. It's so quaint the way that the city is kind of set up that you just explore. And it was really cool because AJ said that he wanted to get this specific hat.
So I finally found this hat that I've been wanting for like days now, literally since yesterday. And I gotta grab it. I'm pumped.
He was like, the first place that we see it, I'm gonna get it. And it was this awesome, quaint little shop that we found as we were walking the streets. And man, he found the exact hat that he wanted. It was so cool to actually see him put on that hat, kind of like look in the store mirror or the window just to catch that reflection. But man, did he own that. I was glad that he found that hat.
Must be my Irish blood in me.
Yeah.
and then I think he wore that hat the whole rest of the trip.
Should I get it?
Yes.
Hurling. That's that stick game. This is our national sport, and it's a mixture of lacrosse, field hockey, and attempted murder.
Have a good day. Thanks for the stories.
All right. See you guys.
The first show is at Billy Burns, and what's really cool about this venue is, like many venues in Dublin, it's very homey. I don't know how to explain it. You feel at home.
It was really stripped down, and it was really like what you would think of a classic Irish bar, and it was just the acoustic artist playing in the back, and it was just nice to kind of see everybody play and meet everybody and see the vibe for the week.
At Billy Burns, I had the first opportunity to really get to meet all of the veterans and hear a little bit more about their story, who they are, why they were here. And it took them about a day to really get acclimated anyway. And at Billy Burns, they started to open up. They got relaxed. They were around music artists with their feet kicked up. And it was like a whole family just watching each other perform.
I know it's right, darling. Yet I need you here by my side.
Billy Burns is cool because when you walk in there, the bar is just lined with cowboy hats. I don't think anybody from Ireland has seen that in, well, probably never. So, but when you go past the bar to the back room is where we performed. So we had a couple of the artists there performing for the first time, brought their guitars out and put on a show for us.
Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. I can't help the way I feel. I'm tired of spinning my wheels.
The first show, it was really cool because I just got to sit back in this really deep couch and kick my feet up and kind of take in the music and get to know some of the new artists, maybe a cat nap here or there.
And the performers that played from the Texas Red Dirt Pub Crawl that day, man, were they on point, you know. Looking at the veterans, watching musicians, you know, it was kind of a cold day too, so they're kind of like cuddled up on the couch next to the fire pit. It was kind of cool just seeing them take in the music and letting the music do what it does. It heals, it soothes. You know, listening to someone else's story, you get to relate it to your story and put their lyrics to your emotions, and that alone gets the brain, gets the body, gets memories flowing, and that's where it starts. It's talking about things, feeling things. That's when you can start to face what it is that you're dealing with that's locked up in your head, and it was great watching our veterans do this on day one in Kilkenny.
Just sitting back and listening to these guys play, and it just spoke to you, and you know, if everybody who was there, they just had like a feeling just come over them. It's really hard to describe, but it was just peace and serenity.
So what was great about Kilkenny is after the mayor, after the castle, after the show at Billy Burns, we were still able to go see some more sights, walk around the town, take photos.
Have a little bit of fun and film quirky little videos that we always love doing in our group.
We had an opportunity to walk around the town and see everything, and again, just feeling the history and walking next to walls that have been there for hundreds of years.
The last show in the night in Kilkenny was held in this amazing venue. It was almost like a theater that you got to sit down and watch these, and JC climbed to the top and got some footage, and I mean, it was a pretty cool thing.
So the last show at Kilkenny was at this theater. Copper Chiefs played, Midnight River Choir played, Austin Alsop played, and it was actually my first time seeing any of these real, like, Texas Red Dirt bands perform, and I was like,
Everybody's just having a blast. It's like if Barnum and Bailey built a theater. That's what this place is like. That was a cool theater.
That was where I really got to know a few of the veterans. I had some downtime and I got to talk with them and really understand why they were on this trip. And that got me more excited about being asked to be a part of what they were doing.
It was such a fun show. What a great way to start off the trip. I mean, it was unreal.
At that show, it was really cool to watch the veterans enjoying the music. It was especially nice to see Casey cutting loose and rocking out to the bands.
I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. Damn! They killing it. Come on. Music is beautiful. Music is healing. Damn, I'm feeling good about being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this morning, got up, got our day started. We took a nice little brisk walk through the city, and we're now at the Jameson Distillery for a tour.
They have now experienced a taste of Ireland and have met some of the national recording artists while attending some of the live shows. But the moment of truth is coming. The doors will now be closed behind them as they come face to face with the artists, and they're soon to be paired up with them as it's their time to speak from the heart, because that's the first step of healing in songwriting.
Yeah, so tomorrow we got the songwriter sessions, and we're going to be teamed up with some of these red dirt Texas country guys. I'm really excited to see who I'm going to be paired with, because all these guys are super experienced, and it'll be great to get some perspective on songwriting.
I'm really excited for tomorrow to do our songwriter retreat because now we get to sing. A lot of us veterans are actually musicians, so some of us play guitar, some of us sing, some of us write. So it's going to be really exciting to be able to do that.
When words fail,
music speaks.
This is their story. This is their highway home.